Good afternoon to every one of you. I am Jian Tesiorna, your young commentator for this afternoon. My topic for today is all about overpopulation. For many years now, the Philippines has been having a problem with its population of almost 92 million. Who would have thought that a country as small as ours can house more than 90 million people? This steady rise of our population started after World War II, where an unexpected increase in population, more popularly known as population explosion, happened. Population change occurs as growth or decline. Three variables, namely fertility, mortality, and migration, are involved. Fertility has a great effect on population trends. It refers to the actual number of children born to a woman or group of women. A fall in the fertility of the women has the immediate effect of lowering the percentage of young children and an increase in the percentage of middle-aged and older people in the population. It would finally result into an aging population, thus effectively making a steadily decreasing population. Mortality, on the other hand, refers to the number of deaths in a year. If there is a decline in the mortality rate, there will still be an increase in the population even if the fertility rate is unchanged. Lastly, there is the variable of migration. It means the movements of a person or group of persons from one place to another. There are many reasons why a person or group of persons migrate, among which is economic, political, social, psychological, religious, educational, medical reasons, among others. Migration may be classified into two kinds. First is emigration, or leaving one's country for another in a permanent manner. Another is immigration, where a person enters the country of destination. At present, it is quite obvious that our country is not capable of feeding, taking care, and effectively managing and governing our population of 92 million people. To avoid aggravating the problem, the government, the people, and all the religious institutions in our country should work hand in hand to effectively arrest and stop the steadily increasing population. We should accept the fact that the church insistence to the population control programs implemented by the state is a violation of God's commandment, is at the brink of being hypocritical. Allowing couples to have an unbridled right to procreate and produce children without the necessary means for them to support these children is, to my opinion, a greater sin to God. It is because depriving one's children of their basic right to food, shelter, clothing, and education is more degrading to their dignity as human beings. It is like condemning them to a life of misery and utter poverty, not only for themselves, but as well as for their children and their children's children. It is the most effective way of assuring a multiple generations of impoverished and deprived people. The state, on the other hand, should also make sure that adequate information dissemination program as well as an effective delivery of basic services should be rendered to the populace. Graft and corruption and excessive bureaucratic red tape should be effectively lessened, if not totally eradicated. The people, on their part, should likewise instill self-discipline. They should first think twice before conceiving a child, taking into consideration their capacity to give their future child or children the basic necessities in life such as food, shelter, clothing, and education. It is only through this way that our country may effectively reverse the trend of a steadily increasing population, thus making it possible for our country to prosper economically. Again, this is Kristiene Tesiorna, your young commentator for this afternoon, signing off.